Hello students, hope you all are safe and fine. We know beta, we all have three basic needs, that is food, clothes and shelter. And in our earlier chapters we have already discussed about the need for the food, different types of food that we eat and what we get from the food, right? Now today, in our chapter number 13, we will discuss about the different shelters, that is, shelter for everyone. So, let us start the chapter. Before starting the chapter, let us go through the hard words. Settlement, it is the place where people live and they make their houses. Then we have felt. Felt is a smooth cloth that is made from wool or any other textile. Then we have beehive. It is a box like structure, right, that is made for the animals to live in, right? So students, human beings need protection. We all need shelter. Why? Because we need to protect ourselves from bad weather conditions like heat, rain, snow, cold, right? So to protect us from different weather conditions, we need a house, right? So different people live in different types of house. And students, man is a social animal, right? Because man always lives in group, right? And we depend on each other to fulfill our requirements. So it is very important for us to live in a group. That is the reason man is also called a social animal, right? Or social being. For example, we need food, we need clothes, right? And we need someone to fulfill our needs. I have money, but can money give me the food? No, there should be farmers who should grow the crops. There should be the shopkeepers who will sell these food products in the market. And if I have money, I can purchase these food items. Same way, the other daily needs, whatever I need, like milk or food or clothes or whatever utensils or whatever I need, I can get them in the market. So we all depend on each other to fulfill our requirements, right beta? Now if we talk about settlements, so what do you mean by settlements? People live in different areas such as villages and towns or cities. So the places where people live and make their houses, we build our houses, that is called the settlement, right? And in settlement we can have different people living in different groups, right? For example, if you see, then in villages we can see hamlets, right? So same way in the cities or in the urban areas, if we call them urban areas, then we can see the cities and towns that comes under the urban areas, right? Hamlets means, you know what is hamlet? Hamlet means when very few people live like a group in any far away place, so that is called a hamlet. So villages, hamlets, these are the some village areas. And in urban areas, when we say urban, so it comes all the towns and the cities, right? Now neighborhood, what do you mean by neighborhood? Like I told you beta, man is a social animal, right? So when we live in a group in a particular area, so that area is called our neighborhood, right? That is all forms our neighborhood. And we all share the different facilities, like we share the roads, we share the shops, whatever there in that area. We can share the lifts in that area, we can share the community clubs in that area, we can share the parks in that area. So that whatever is there in around us, in our surrounding, that is called our neighborhood. And it's not like that belongs only to us, it belongs to all of us, right? Because we all need a group to live in, we all need a society to live in, right beta? And if a good neighborhood is there, that means when people can live in harmony, can live in peace without fighting with each other, without arguing with each other, without making any allegations on each other without troubling each other. When different people live happily in one society, that is called a good neighborhood, right? So we should always try to make a good neighborhood, because beta, whenever we are in need, it is the neighbors who will rush first to help us, right? Because we live far away from our relatives, so our neighbors are the first people who may come to solve our problems. So we should live with peace, with harmony, with love and care in our neighborhood, right? Now, if we talk about settlements, then we have residential areas and commercial areas and industrial areas. So, especially if we talk about settlements, settlements are mostly divided into three categories, that is residential areas, commercial areas and industrial areas, right? Now, let us see what are residential areas. Okay, now in residential areas, the people, they make their houses and they live together there, right? So residential means the places where people, they live there. So those places are called residential areas. They are generally very neat and clean and full of trees and all, very beautiful, right? Now if we talk about commercial areas, these are the areas where we have most of our shops, restaurants, hotels, right? And all the market areas, if we say, so all these are called residential areas. Like we have different malls, okay, cinema halls. So all these are called commercial areas. And if we talk about industrial areas, so these industrial areas are generally very far away from our residential areas, because we know in residential areas we live and we need a neat and clean environment, but industrial areas, they are full of the industries, factories, right? So they have lot of pollution, they generate lot of waste, and this can harm the people. So because of that, the industrial areas are mostly far away from the residential areas, and wherever it is, we should plant more and more trees, and we should make our environment very neat and clean, right? So when a city is planned, there are lot of things that need to be taken care. So before civilizing one city, or before establishing one city, a big master plan is generally used to be made, and everything is taken care. Where should be the residential areas, where should be the industries, where should be the commercial areas, so that people can get all the facilities very nicely, and they won't get troubled for different things and utilities, right? And it is very important to make it sure that enough space should be there for transportation, right? For roads and railway lines, right? So these are the basic needs that are very important before making a master plan for any city, right? And there should be one green zone also, or we can say green belt also, so that we can keep our environment neat and clean, so that everybody can breathe a fresh air, right beta? So students, we have seen before planning a city how many things to be taken care, so that when people will live, they should live in a good society, in a beautiful society, in a clean society, and in a green society, right? And everybody should breathe a clean air, fresh air, and live happily. So many more to discuss in our next class. Till then, bye. Have a nice day.